Hey everybody, I hope you're having an amazing June 3rd. Before I jump to the recap of yesterday's plays and where we're at overall for the month of June as I do my June challenge, a quick recap. I'm trying to get all the sports books up to ideally at least 250. Over 500 would be ideal so that I can pump out bigger plays. My long-term goal is to be able to clear $100 a day, and to do that I believe that I need to be in a strong position of having over 500 in each of the accounts so that I can roll with it when there's ups and downs, so to speak. So for PrizePicks for the day, I did not take this Justin Verlander up here, even though it's got the strongest value and odds to hit. And the reason why, for one thing, I took Verlander under earned runs on underdog, and with a score like this, if he does another quality start, and he's been hitting his quality starts of 6 innings with under 2 runs, and he had like 9 strikeouts against Seattle, who I know strikes out all the time, so it's not like that's super great, but still, I didn't want to touch this one. So what I did with PrizePicks is I rolled Ellie De La Cruz fantasy score over with CJ Abrams fantasy score over and Kyle Schwarber fantasy score over. Again, I don't mess with the pitchers unless I'm taking over, and I think it's a really good matchup where they're going to get the quality start and hopefully the win. So that's what I'm usually aiming for. I don't like taking unders on pitchers. Unless I'm taking unders on strikeouts, or I'm like over on hits, like with Snell yesterday, who even in I think 2 innings you were able to hit the over on the hits. Corey Seager, he's burned me too many times, so I ain't touched that one. At underdog, I did Okay, again, didn't touch this. I don't play esports on underdog, and I shouldn't play on PrizePicks, and I got more negative feedback from playing esports on PrizePicks yesterday, so I think I'm going to be able to stick to not doing it. I took Breanna Stewart, and I believe I took the over on points and rebounds. I'm not sure. I'll check again in a second here. As you can see, you're getting a full point with the lines as they are right here. And I took her with Sabrina over, and here's a third WNBA person, but I took those two with Justin Verlander under the 2.5 earned runs, which was up here before. It might have been taken off the board at underdog, and that might be why it's not there anymore. And then the other play I did over here was with Better, and I took Brendan Doyle under the 1.5 total bases. It is a game played in Colorado, so this is a little bit scary because singles can become doubles in Colorado, but I just couldn't pass up a minus 150 play. I did not take Ellie De La Cruz under 2.5 because I already took him over fantasy score on PrizePicks. I don't want to bet against myself. I've caught myself doing that too many times. So while it's feasible that he could get a single, a stolen base, and a run, and still go under 2.5 here and still go over his fantasy score, I don't want to play something that tight. So I took the under 1.5 here. I took it with Hoskins over the hit. It's a minus 140 play, and I threw in Jock Peterson under the run. I did look at some of these other ones. I'm still not playing NBA yet. I'm probably going to start tomorrow with the PrizePicks tacos, unless something comes up so huge that I want to take on with the free square that I have not used yet. So what I did with HotStreak, and I'm not going to be able to find a good one now, is you can see a HotStreak over here. I don't usually mess with headshots, so not with those, but what I look for is I look for a 3-point discrepancy between PrizePicks and HotStreak, and then I take it on HotStreak. And so I took 3 last night, but because I kind of had to take advantage while I had a shot, those are probably, well, 2 of them already played. So this one was over 28.5, 29.5, so that's only 1 point. I'm not going to mess with that. Right, 25, 27, right? Getting closer. It's a 2-point difference. I might look at something like this. Right, you have 28.5, 26.5. So you're still doing the 2s. I also like taking unders in esports when I can, because I've seen too many blowouts when I'm tracking the live game scoring, and it sucks when you're watching a match go 13-2 and you have the over on kills. You're definitely in trouble with stuff like that. And so there aren't any right there today, but I'll show. So at PrizePicks, there's, and Abrams got scratched, which sucks because I was doing a flex play. So basically now it's a nothing. But and so you can see the esports burning me right here. I did like 4 or 5 of them. So there's that one. On underdog, we have this one flex play right here. And if they do one of those flame emoji things, I'll probably pair these 2 with one of the flame ones to get the bonus to the account, because I ended up getting like extra $15 yesterday with that. So this is what I was talking about with HotStreak. Cleared these 2. So this one was 27.5 on PrizePicks, right? So the under would have scored on both, but it would have been a little bit tight there on PrizePicks. See what I mean by them being pretty close? And on this one, it would have been 29.5 on PrizePicks. So the over would have hit on PrizePicks and the under would have hit on HotStreak. And that's, where you can get extra value if you're trying to go both ways. I just preferred to go the opposite on HotStreak. So while I'm a little down on HotStreak for the month, you can see that I have 2 here that have 1 leg left that can come in with a $73 to just pump it back up. And so that's where we are on HotStreak. And so for the recap for the month, where we are at, here was the beginning balances. You could see I had quite a good day on underdog. So I'll go to the next page to show where we are overall on the June challenge, and we are only on day 3. So we started with 1,083 across all the books, and this morning they were at 1,222. So that's not accounting for the slips that are in play today. So the current return of investments at 12%, which I think is pretty outstanding. So I showed the plays that I did this morning. If you're interested in trying out the DG optimizer for yourself, if you haven't already, DG is Daily Grind. This is my referral code. You could use either one. I would love if you do it. You would get a discount, and it helps me out as well. And if you want to see the props that I play throughout the day, they are on Twitter at Prop Plays for Profit. And I because if a discount pops up, I'm going to want to take advantage of it. Or if play comes through like a sharp bet line one way or the other, that means I kind of have to take advantage of it. I'm going to make the play, and then I'm going to pop it up there, because I want you to see all the plays that I do in the month, not just the wins, so that you can, I want to be transparent through this process, so you could see if it's working for me, if it makes sense for you to do it as well. Right now, I would say it makes sense to do, but let's see how the month takes us. If you want to wait a week and track my plays, then track my plays and see how I do. Anyways, I wish the best of luck to all of you today, and have an amazing June 3rd.